bit. Let everybody roll in. This is the first, man. Say this is the first stream that I've done in a long time. I'm getting 5 FPS over here. Not good. I don't like doing this. I'm gonna close all of Chrome. Boop, boop, boop. See what that does. Hopefully, that'll work. Well, I'm now to 12 frames per second, 15 frames per second. Back down to 9, 10. So, hopefully this will work. Apparently I've been live for about a minute. So, let's go ahead and take a look at what I'm currently getting myself into. Thought it was kind of interesting. What you see behind me is actually a combination of a couple things. I got my new work table camera. So now, anytime that I need to, I can come over here and be working. Bring up my soldering iron if I need to. Do a little bit of soldering. A touch screen right here. And then I have my whiteboard here. So, yeah, it's kind of a nice setup to be able to work and then come back over here and talk to you lovely people. I'm gonna turn off camera 2 right now. That's my little doppelganger one down here in the corner. Just because I haven't set it up yet. Actually, I think what I might do is go ahead and take a little bit of time while it's happening to set up my camera, because yeah, my camera needs a little bit of help. I am gonna go ahead and while all this is happening, oh, come on, drop these. There we go. Wow. Sorry, it just really saturated me up. I think that's really just about it. Okay. My apologies. I can now be seen again in another light needed. See, there I am. I'm back. Okay, take it off studio mode. Okay, so what I thought I would do, I'm gonna cool it down a little bit, and then work on. Go away. There we go. What I want to do is I want to work on getting my TouchDesigner to, which is now getting about 30 frames per second. So we're doing better now. I want to get TouchDesigner to start to help me make some SOP geodes that I can export. Hopefully, as an OBJ. I haven't seen this done yet. I can only assume that you can export a SOP as an OBJ. So that's probably the first thing to do, is to make sure that there's a way to export a SOP to OBJ. And then from there, what I'm going off of is some work that I did a while ago in processing. And so I'll bring that up really quickly. This is, I just called it save random geode. It's currently, this is the second version. The first version that I did just starts and has a geode form, and that's it. I think it might save out the geode, but that's it. I just saved it. Second version that I did that I'm opening up right now and processing on this other screen is the version where I have a UI, and this allows me to change like the jitteriness of the line, and how many points, and the some of the angles and stuff like that. And so hopefully what it's allowing me to do, sorry, it's taking me a little while to load. There we go. Hopefully what I can do, so from right here, is do something similar to what I'm doing in processing here. Let me start it. Let me stop cooking this real quick. That should help quite a bit. There we go. Yeah, that definitely helped. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I don't know why I'm copying into this. Maybe this gave me some kind of disease. But can I just say that, I mean, hold on. I don't know why my camera is like this. Is my camera 1 off? No, camera 2 is off. I need camera 2 to be on. There we go. Okay. Because I want you to check this out. That's right. That might be backwards, but it doesn't matter. That's Jam. I got a Jams shirt. Check that puppy out. Yeah. I mean, that's poppin'. That's poppin'. What is there? Making myself laugh by saying poppin', talking about Jam. Alright, what this gives me the ability to do is hit new shape, new shape, new shape. And you'll see that this is changing. I can give it a minimum number of points, so if I wanted it to be, you know, a more lo-fi version, then I can do, you know, only 20 shape. Actually, 20 points is the minimum number of points. Now, this is also a 3D. I changed the jitteriness. I'm going to change the jitteriness all the way down to 0, just because, or whatever it needs, 20, I guess. So, this is what it'll actually export as an OBJ. I have another one, I believe, that will save out as an SVG. I mean, I have an SVG saver, but this one is OBJ specifically because it's in 3D. So I can decide, like, do I like that version of it? No, I don't. New shape. Okay, do I like that? No, I don't. New shape. And you'll see there's some space here at the bottom, and that's the circularity. If I put the circularity up, it'll have more of a circle. Or if I put it less, and then new shape, you'll see it looks more like a taco, because it's only within that vector. And I think I can do kind of a version of this that can turn into something that'll look like there we go, a diamond. Simply by changing, kind of starting to look like more like a diamond. Maybe I need 360 or whatever. Even now it doesn't have. So I need it to go all the way down. Maybe even less than what I currently have. Anyways, you can see the point where I'm at currently with this. But it gives me change mode. Oh, mode is just wireframe or I'm not sure what this second mode is. But yeah. And then save object saves out an actual. Oh, this is changing the way that the polygons are connected, I believe. Like if they're faces versus points versus nerves, something like that. So what I'm gonna do is not necessarily try to deconstruct everything here, because part of what I took from here, I made most of this, but there was a large amount of like these arrays creating tetrahedron arrays. I did create this Delaunay array, or I mean class, but yeah, there's just a lot of things that like I'm trying to decide how much I want to get back into. You know, once you're walking, I mean, let's talk. Let's talk. When you're working on a project for a while, you really get into it, and I got into tetrahedron arrays and array lists and edges and edge surfaces and all this kind of stuff at the time. And this was back. Let's see if I didn't give myself a lot of information. But draw script, no, alien draw. So I don't even know what year this was made. So it's one of those things of how much do I get back into it versus doesn't matter. And I just go ahead and make my own version, which is what I'm leaning to. Because I think a lot of this isn't going to be transferable. I might be able to take some of the ideas that I like, but like for instance, let's see, what do I like about it? What do I like about it? Well, let's see. Take a look at it. I like the ability to make it on the fly. That's really nice. Sliders are easy to use. Being able to hit a button and it creating a new shape is nice. I wish I could put in numbers for the minimum distance. Type a number. Circularity probably won't work with what we're dealing with, but jitter just needs to be taken out because it's not going to make any sense with what I'm doing. But the ability to move it around in 3D space is also nice. But yeah, I mean that's helpful to know. A UI, the ability to make it quickly, like this, and the ability to move it around in 3D space. Those are three good things. And save it. I mean, a good UI, 3D. Yeah. New shapes. New shape. Okay. Let's work off that. This is currently frozen, so what are we gonna need? We are going to need, close this out. We're gonna need should we start out with well, like I said, let's first make sure that we can get to an OBJ. So object merge, render. I know once we go to render, that's not going to do anything because that's just going to be 2D. So let's see. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and Google it and on my phone because I don't want to start that back up real quick. What I need to have is another computer hooked up, but I don't. So you're going to just sit here and watch me. Actually, here's my new thing. A lot of importing, but not a lot of exporting. There's a general discussion topic. Save it as a .bgo or .bclassic. Use a free version of Houdini from side effects converted into an OBJ. Let's save one stop at a time. Couldn't save animation. Just not too correct. Well, as of October last year, people were saying not really a good way. Trying to get geometry from my 2D scene into an external renderer, Octane. Hope to use nodes in TD to achieve motion graphics in Octane. If you're curious as to why, and an illustration. Even unfortunate but temporary absence. I want TD to be my master program, and I know what I with 3D Max. So this guy is basically saying he wants to continue to use TouchDesigner just because he wants to use TouchDesigner. He doesn't want to get into something like 3ds Max. So TouchDesigner when he goes. Okay. So no. So basically people are saying no. you can import. Oh wait. Files exported. Dot bh classic. Dot b clip. A dot tog. Okay. Let's see if these are helpful. Can you print a file out? Okay, I'm gonna try another way. 3D print export. They knew what I meant. Okay. Hi, it's been a while. But I've been thinking about a solution that aid me to export SOP animations to 3D samples, for example, and find a way to render the geometry in V-Ray. In no way. We don't have a way of exporting animation to other software. Or of course, maybe writing out the contents of a single SOP as a geometry file, H frame in H classic or BH classic format, which is compatible with Houdini. From there, they can be converted. Well, crap. And this is the same guy. He's suggesting going back to Houdini. Right click on Geo and save geometry. Okay, so this guy. What they're starting to do is create a. Every time the frame starts, changing the frame name that they're saving as .bgo, and then saving it. So you can save always one. I guess. Okay. Go to export memory. H classic and BH classic. Okay, let's see if yeah, the thing that I've not done today is been very entertaining. I'm sorry. Okay, Python. Okay, there we go. We have no, no, no. Okay. So let's at least create something and see if we can open it up with something else. Okay. So I'll create a sphere. Hey, look at that sphere. Ding, ding. I created a sphere. I'm gonna actually make it a noisy sphere. Turn this on. Okay, so I've got some noise going on. Great. Now I can, I guess, just pause it, right click, save geometry. Okay, so I can save geometry as a TOG, a BH Classic, or in a FBX. Okay, so now I'm going to look up printing 3D print TOG file. There's something people are calling called Eggy? So, 3D printed TOG, dude, turret TOG. No. No, we need it to G-code. Okay, well, let's do this. TOG to G-code. Well, that didn't work. Okay, what's the other one? BH Classic? Okay. So there's an OBJ converter by Camu Design. I can convert some of this stuff. OBJ to voxel. Yeah, let's look at this. BH Classic, I think, might be our best bet. We'll save this. Noise 1. Save. I'm going to go ahead and open up Chrome and hope my entire world doesn't come crashing down on top of me. Now, the thing is, I don't know what it's going to open up. I had 3 open when I closed, and I didn't mean to do that. So I wonder if I can say, hey, remember when I didn't have 3? Delete that. Ooh. It's currently telling me. Okay, sorry, that's just something that I need to deal with soon. Um, what was I doing? I was looking at the page. This is that one. What's that? Still alive, yeah. Okay. Just seeing if there was any activity in the chat. Nobody's here, so I'm all good. Alright, so geometry functions. Okay, so this is Houdini. They're just like, use Houdini, use Houdini, use Houdini. Do I have Houdini installed? I think I do. Which I should probably not have TouchDesigner and Houdini going. Give me one moment. Yeah. And another moment to sip on my fine latte. My wife comes. Nope. I do not have a Houdini. So, maybe I should download Houdini. I thought I did. That is not what I meant. But let's see if this one. Okay, OBJ to talk. What was this guy talking about? Box laser, convert your 3D model. Okay. I don't care about the voxelization. What is this? Looks like it's gone. Yeah, that's not gonna help. And this one's not found either. So, what I basically have is uh so I tried to go through, but every single one of the ones I just tried said use Houdini. All of these OJ converter, all this is nothing. So it looks like I have to download Houdini. Super app, great. Download. Almost sure that I've done this before. Let's try this. Don't you hate it when you have to like go, did I do this already? Okay, well, that helps. I also hate it when they're like, yeah. Okay, so that doesn't exist either. I wonder if I can just log in with this. Because this is a lot of times a lot easier. I know it's wrong. I don't know if it's wrong. Is it wrong? Wrong? I already have my .geo, so I'm going to close this out. It'll speed up some things online. Come on. Come on. Okay, great. Wonderful. Logged in as the overhaul. Go on. Accept it. I accept it. Is that what I need to do? I don't know. What are you waiting for? Okay. So this is 1.3 gigs, so this will take 2 minutes on my nice Google Fiber. But I'm worried because I closed all of my last tab. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Task Manager, Shift Exit. Huh, I've never seen Task Manager. Weird. Okay. Yeah, wait. Control Shift T. Control Shift T. Control Shift T. Yeah, there we go. Control Shift T. Awesome. Control Shift. Okay, good. This is bringing back on this other website, or this other thing that you can't see. Okay. Okay. Cool. Dashboard. Wait. No. Wait. Still. Oh yeah. I closed out my senior one. Damn. Okay. I thought I had lost. You know, you start to like compile everything, all of your tabs together. That's what I had done. And obviously, I've had issues. There's the other one. Not you. Okay. I'm going hard. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on a fan, go a little turbo boost. My apologies for the additional noise, but pretty windy outside and nobody's watching anyway. But I am glad that I'm, able to put this online. For those of you that are just now coming in, if there's anybody that's interested to know, I basically have found out that there is no good way to export geometry from TouchDesigner to anything. To have it, to have TouchDesigner export to anything to make sure to get it printed. I'm looking currently at using Houdini, because Houdini apparently will be able to transfer BH Classic to G-code or OBJ, and then I can go from OBJ to STL or something like that. I'm on this other sorry, I'm looking at some Houdini requirements. I want to make sure that I have the requirements needed for such Houdini-esque things. Is it clear enough? Yeah, I got 14 gigs. But man, I need to move some of these. Okay, so I'm gonna clear that whole thing. All this is going on. I was just thinking what I could do is make a second display. What is the reverse? I'm gonna do that right now. Since you're all what should I call this? I'll call this. No, I need to wait. See, I'm realizing that one of the things I need to do is be able to have this still shown. So when I go to chat, for instance, I can still say, okay, you can still have a display capture here. Why? Why not? Why not just add my display capture? Boom. Bing. And this is still what I'm talking about. Okay. So we're waiting for this to work. Obviously. Actually, I'm going to put it in this corner because in this corner we have camera 2. Should start here in a second. Guess not. Well, move this back. So we're just waiting. I'm gonna check on a few things online real quick. For instance, I need to see if there's an wait. Don't I need to go to? How do I get tools? Okay, I'm gonna go to it's OBS project tools. And what I'm looking for is What am I looking for? Somebody help me out. Oh yeah, the YouTube chat. I mean, I have no way to chat with anybody. That's why. Somebody tell me. Man, this is taking forever. No board. Keyboard visualizers. What people are interested in today. Let's see. Who people are interested in, huh? Now playing in Serato. A Twitch bot. Touch portal. Yeah. Well, we need something specific. We need to see um um Wooferbot? What? Oh, that's right. That's how it works. I have to add. Isn't that how it works? You like. Hey, look at me. I just remembered how to do it. Stupid. Forgot that it's under my where is it? Interview. I lost it again. View docs. Custom browser docs. Alright, there we go. I've got my quick actions. I gotta log into Streamlabs, but I'm not going to right now. Man, we're having some serious problems going live. I mean, I am live, although it says that I have an excellent connection, so hey, I'll take it. I'll close that down. Come on, Houdini. Man, Houdini. Houdini is really giving me some issues. Noticing there's definitely some choppiness on Twitch. Twitching on Twitch. So, hopefully I can figure out what that is. Let me close down anything I'm not using again. I'm gonna take out Spotify. See if that does it. I don't think that's gonna do it though. Not a real change. Using Spotify. Yeah, I'm gonna close. No? Okay. That actually did some. I mean, yeah. And now, okay. So it's working a little bit better. But I'm gonna go ahead and close all windows in Chrome. Yeah. And that looks like I've got, yeah. Even before that, for some reason Spotify even that was able to do it. Maybe Spotify. There's quite a few times that I have Spotify open at the same time that I have OBS because I'm trying to listen to something. I like listening at the same time as, yeah, I don't know. Still having some issues. I think it's probably because I'm trying to install Houdini. I'm gonna try to reset my rendered lag. See how bad I'm doing now. I'm still doing pretty poorly. Yeah, this says that I'm getting 60 frames per second, but I am not getting 60 frames. I don't think it's because of how I'm exporting. Although, there are a couple of things that have changed. It says that it's excellent. Never recommend changes. So I guess it's just my computer. What it's giving more priority to. Hey, there's my second thing. Let's do this. Let's turn off camera 2. Turn off camera 4. And see if that helps. Because one of the things it might be doing is just having a hard time running, multiple cameras at the same time. I also might need to deactivate them when I change it off. Because deactivating C920 is not a good idea. Those of you that do have the C920, it's a great camera. It's this one right here. You can tell it's much better quality, but every time that you restart it, you have to go into device configurations and worry with the saturation levels and much other stuff. So, I highly suggest it as long as you're going to be staying on that camera. Well, still have quite a ways to go with Houdini. Houdini is giving us some issues. So is the camera. I'm going to go ahead and hide the camera here. Hopefully that'll give it some more Sorry about that. I needed to. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna actually go back to chat. Yeah, I don't think my Stream Deck's working as fast because everything is loaded into either going hard on you know what I can do? Make this so small. There we go. Okay. So what I've done is I've made the preview really small. So hopefully that'll change how fast it needs to. Hey, yeah. Hey, actually that helped a lot. So if I do my scale the wind. Yeah, absolutely. Lock preview, no. Scale it. That's good. I like that. Okay. So I think I just figured out one good way. I think Houdini loading is one of the other reasons this isn't going well, or isn't going very quickly. But this, being able to have multiple cameras, if I was to turn this back on, I think right now, I don't think my Stream Deck is working very well. So I'm just going to do this by hand. So my apologies. So there we go. Let's see how that does. Just kind of doing some testing online to it. What kind of bandwidth I'm getting. It's working quickly enough or not. This is really interesting too because I haven't changed a lot. I mean, if anything, but it's there's been some like dramatic changes in what I've been able to do. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's OBS. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't want to just sit here for another hour and a half while this does this. So let's at least get started on the TouchDesigner part of it. I know this might just destroy the frame rate, but if I'm not able to actually show anything, then why am I streaming? Why am I live streaming? Wouldn't make any sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn off this capture. My encoding lag is down to like 5%. So that's good. Frames missed due to rendering lag, 0 or 1 actually. Let's see, here we go. Now my skip frames due to encoding lag is up to 6%. FPS is just barely under 60. Okay. Doing alright. This is because TouchDesigner is starting. As I mentioned at the beginning, what I'm going to be working on is there's a project that my student is working on currently about blood diamonds. So I'm going to help her out. Maybe a little bit. We'll see. See if TouchDesigner maybe make some diamond shapes. Still about a 6% lag. My apologies on the lag. TouchDesigner's taking a long time. Houdini's still loading. It's half done now. Taking a while. I really hope that Houdini isn't the only way to get file. What was the other one? .geo. Let's see if there's a way to get a .geo. .geo, whatever .geo is. Geo to G-code. Yeah, there's one. There's not a lot of .geo part geometry. There's a Geo to G code thing that some guy named Anthony Chu, Grasshopper C sharp component to convert Rhino curves into G code for bringing milling. Geometry. Oh, he's just talking about actual geometry. Yeah, we're talking about geo file. Well, that's not really showing me anything at all. And Houdini and TouchDesigner's taking forever. There we go. Hey, TouchDesigner. Hi, TouchDesigner. Let's delete this crap. Okay, TouchDesigner. Let's first make a container. I want to put everything inside of you. And then I want this to go. Eventually do an out. And what else do I want? I know that there's going to be a render. So let's go ahead and have this. Put a null here. And a render here. And I'm going to do stuff between the render and the null. Then I know I'm going to have a geometry. And I'm going to have a camera and a light. I was just holding shift for all those. And I'll just nicely came out at the same time together. Okay, so all those are connected together. We've got this rendered beautiful object. Doing it at 16 by 9 because the render was at 16 by 9. Yeah, totally. So we'll stick there. Camera, rotate 1. Okay, yeah, that would actually change it. Good. Okay. Now we go back out. We see nothing. Why? Because this is not set to look at 1. We need to set this to look at dots. Stretch at 1. Correct? Correct. We need to change this to 1280 by what? 720. Yes. Okay. And actually what we'll do is we'll change this to op. What I like to do is, this is a lot easier. Well, there's a couple of ways of doing this. I'm going to say me dot parent dot w. Isn't that right? Or is it width? Yeah. And then me dot parent dot height. There we go. So now, just in case I change this to, whatever, under here, that'll change too. So that changed to 403. Who knows? I don't want it to be a 403. But I do actually kind of thinking about maybe in the 900s though. That's, yeah, actually about what I'm thinking. So, burp, burp, burp. Now one of the things that I know I want to do here is, I know I want to put a lookup. And then, I don't have anything to look up. I know. I'm going to put a constant. And a constant, but I want the constant to be black. Constant be background. Oops. Okay. I'm going to do this different. I'd like to try this. I haven't tried it under. Does that make sense? I mean, over under. Wait, I just decided that. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Over. This is going over this. Yeah. And this, we need to use input. Output aspect is input. Transform fixed is input 1. There we go. Okay. Now I've got a container with nothing really. All it really does currently is, well, it just sits there. Inside of this geo, I don't want a torus. I want. Is it gonna be a fractal? Is that what?
source data of what? Does it need a metaball? Does it need a Geode sphere? Okay. So it makes fractals of this object. So that can kind of start to get me there. If I did, because of a sphere, I can take out the number of rows and columns. Say like, yeah, I just want I think it's gonna, yeah. I'm not gonna be able to do it with a sphere, but that maybe with a box. I mean, is it just gonna be? Well, yeah, that sounds exactly what I want. Geometry form, rest geometry, deform geometry. Okay. No. Bone group, blend. Poly reduce. Oh, I just realized that I'm like staring at this thing that nobody else is. Would I do that? What I'm trying to decide is which of these is going to be the best to make an actual. Is it going to be vertex? Gonna be okay. Let's put out the ones that I think it might. Might be particle, might be vertex, might be box or square. Box. Along with something else. Might have something to do play. Might. Rude. No. Maybe. That's when I already have the object. And the fractal is a nice ISO surface. Found in grade 12 functions and relations text. Pulls the surface model into raw model geometry. Starting using the software modeler. Okay, not sure what that is. Try that out. I already have vertex up there. Yeah, I did. Okay. These are the only ones that jump out to me, which means it's probably something else. Well, not too far away from now. I'm going to say au revoir, but for the moment, let's see how we're doing with Houdini. Alright, well, my next session will be me trying to make sure that Houdini works. Yes. Article, transform and add. Not helpful for me, I'm sorry. It is very cool, but not what I want. Fine, take article, but well, look what it's able to do. Modify source. What? Okay, force. Well, here for force. Oh yeah. Okay, metaballs. So this is using metaballs. Cool and all. But I'm looking for create box in here. Yeah. Fill it in compute division. There we go. Division. There. Division 3 by 3. Huh. What would that do though? That wouldn't do anything. That doesn't help me at all. It's gonna be. I think my best option is gonna be to have a sphere. This is gonna sound so weird. Sphere with wind. That right? Express, transform, airframe. What was I looking at before that I said yeah that I made sense? Oh, particles. I think it was. Yeah, see, I mean that is as long as I get it in the right formation. The, okay, whatever. Look at all the butterflies. Sweet, but really? That's sweet, but really? There we go. That's what we wanted to see. We wanted to see this thing fail. We wanted to see this thing not know where to go. We wanted to see this thing fail miserably. We wanted to save it. That I can say, well, at least I'm trying. Put it on the desktop. What do I want to name this thing? This is a OBJ exporter, but really what it does is absolutely jack all right now. Nothing. So until that time, see if Houdini I'm gonna start up Houdini and see if it's any good. I mean, I think it's good. I started it before. I'm actually surprised that I didn't have it already on here. Oh, okay. Run. I bet it won't let me export. If there's anything that I know about software that people are allowing other people to use for free, it's that export is usually one of those things that they do not let people use. Which makes sense. You want to make sure it works, and then, I mean, that's a lot of times where you'll find a watermark, half of it. You can only do 30. Pay more. Well, Houdini is still starting, I think. I'm not just sitting here. I think. Alright. Hopefully, yeah, I was having some issues there a while ago with quite a bit of camera operation. Let's see if the cameras are doing better. I think it was because it was installing Houdini at the same time, and I was just pushing it. Especially because they had TouchDesigner running at the same time as well. So I did not like that in the least. Yeah, I'm watching the Twitch stream come in, and it seems like it's working alright. And maybe a little bit of buffer issue, but for the most part, not bad. There's still some issues with the camera. I think the Stream Deck maybe is not working. Let me pull up Stream Deck real quick. I can't tell if Houdini's still starting. So I don't know if I'm supposed to yeah. Okay, so that's, for some reason it's still on camera 1. Camera 2. Yeah, camera 2. So let's check, shall we? Yes, it says that it knows, but it's not working. bring it back. Okay, I'm gonna try something quick. Ooh, I just saw Houdini starting on this other screen. I'm gonna no that. Hey, there we go. That's working better. Ew, um, the apprentice version, non-commercial Houdini, is still loading up. Man, here's the thing. One of the reasons that I haven't even started in on Houdini, or I mean, up until now, why TouchDesigner has been something that's been off my radar, because it just takes a while to get into anything. And I don't even mean the time that it takes to learn it. I'm talking about sometimes just loading the software, making sure that you have the right kind of hardware that can run it. Sometimes takes forever. So for now, for instance, I'm trying to give all of Houdini the permissions that it needs. This could be done. We're currently at a stage where we still have to worry about the learning curve that hardware has in our minds can keep up with. That makes sense. Like, in my mind, I can already be working on Houdini, but the computer isn't fast enough for me to be doing it. Now, when I get into Houdini, it's going to be working faster than my mind can actually use. So it's like this generating new icons, what it says. Houdini console. This is, for those of you that have never seen Houdini, this is what I'm getting currently. Away. Okay. So that I believe worked. No thanks. I would not like to participate in this. But at the same time, we got Houdini working over here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and X out of this because I have one thing that I really want to try. And that's all. I actually probably want to import it. I'm assuming import. Let's try import geometry. I saw FBX was another option. So that actually might be our other way in. Desktop. Come on. Noise 1. Accept. Yay! Look at our object. Yep, and that was what it looked like inside of. I have no idea how to use this, so I can't zoom in and out. Come on. Why can't I zoom in and out? So, alright. Not sure where zoom is, but apparently this is the, yeah, Now, let's see if we can export it. Geometry. Hmm. Render? Well, that's about where we're going to be able to end today. We currently were able to make something in TouchDesigner and then export it as a BH Classic file. And then I downloaded Houdini, got that up and running, and was able to import it into Houdini. So we have this object in Houdini, and I will now be looking to basically cut this into either an STL or an OBJ or something like that from here. But it's good to know that I can at least get it working in other programs, maybe. FBX looked like it was also promising, but anything else didn't look like it was going to work out. Render, there's no render top going to make any sense, and all the SOP. It seems like the other only option would be to spit out some kind of DAT that would have all of the different vertices. Which, I mean, not to say that these files aren't already that, but yeah. Okay, so that is where we're at. Thank you for coming. And I will see you next time.